7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the podcast where adulting unfolds. Where adulting unfolds. Where adulting unfolds.
Wow, there's a lot of besties happening in the chat.
We're live.
Oh,
That's one of the
hi.
lip sounds.
Whoa.
Listen, I'm not gay, but looking at Darren, I'd kiss him on the lips. With those glasses, the dark hat, the black on black Lululemon hat going on tonight.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just
We
saying.
had this whole discussion about Lululemon today. I was like, you know, that was like a multi-level marketing scam, right? And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, like it's garbage stuff. Like it doesn't exist anymore. And he's like, what are you talking about?
My
And I'm
wallet
like, it was
begs
a
to
whole
differ.
documentary on Netflix. And so we looked it up. It was like Lula Rich.
Tell me you buy 2024 Magic playoff shirts without telling me you buy 2024 Magic playoff shirt.
I didn't buy a 2024 Magic.
Where'd you get it?
Yeah, they were giving it away.
Oh, you got it for free?
Yeah,
Yeah, he dumpster dived.
They put it on the seats so that everybody in the arena could be wearing blue.
Okay, you didn't go.
But I've got a friend that's an usher.
That's cool.
You're friends with Usher?
Yes.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. So that's from the. Is that? Do they win or
It's
lose
from
that game?
Game 6.
Oh, so it's a good shirt. It's a good luck shirt.
It is a good luck shirt.
How do you say Paulo's name?
Paolo
Is
Banchero.
it Bancaro or Banchero?
Whichever. It doesn't matter.
I don't want to be racist, you know.
He'll be playing for the Lakers in a couple years.
At least you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the Sixers getting in the playoffs. Like, it'll be fun for a few games.
Yeah. Is this insensitive? So Miranda said that she would have videoed it, but her and the boys were in the closet, which sounds funny, but it's true. But they're lucky because it was an EF4 and several towns around them got hit really bad, a lot of damage and death. Mm-hmm. And then I quoted Twister and said, "You've never seen it miss this house and miss that house and come after you." And then I put a GIF of the cow.
No, I think it's great. I think it's in very good
Okay,
taste.
all right.
Yeah, I think it's in
Very
very good
tasteful.
taste. Yeah, no,
Look at
she.
it. See, there's the cow.
Yeah, no, she is.
my
I don't think she'll understand the
got
reference at
cows.
all. But she's like, "Wow, that's pretty deep."
Yeah. She said, "Such a great old movie." Okay, good.
Oh,
See,
okay.
we're
How
good.
old is she? Is she like? I can't tell if she's 20 or 30.
Neither, and I'm not telling you how
Really?
old she is. She's older than she looks.
Older than you?
No,
Okay.
nobody's older than me.
Yeah, I was gonna say she'd be a senior
Christ
citizen.
called. He said he wants his age back.
That actually didn't work at all. I'm sorry.
No, it didn't work.
No,
No, it
no.
It didn't work.
I'm usually pretty.
All right, guys, we have a lot. Oh, Remy's here. Yay. We have a lot to get to tonight. A ton, if you will.
a
So
Scott.
pretty much
We have a Scott
half
to
of
get to
Chris.
tonight. I'm telling you, you've been doing this too long. We gotta take a break. We gotta take a
We're,
break.
we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break when Emily goes into labor.
We are molding into
Okay.
each other.
You get a week.
No, Scott told me she has to go into labor on the weekend. Yeah. I can't tell if he's frozen or dead.
I was gonna
I think
say.
he might be frozen.
Yeah, let's put him in his casket like this, just like this, with the headphones, head off to the side, looking off into the distance. Wouldn't want it any other way, I think. It's fucking horrible 2024 playoff Magic shirt. Like, even if you own that, you don't wear it after you get knocked out of the playoffs. I'm
No.
sorry. You just don't do that. It'd be cool in like 10 more years. Like, what, it's vintage.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
and
he's
he's gone.
So what's everyone up to tonight, guys? Let me pull up chat here. Let me pull up chat. I was at a Italian restaurant, really nice Italian restaurant last night. Really nice, meaning like not that nice, but nice. For my mom and my sister's birthday, both on the same day. And I don't know how. I think it was probably the wine, but I started playing for them my in memoriam of me singing the opera song. like, this is you? Like, oh God. My sister's like, you made light of people dying? I said, no, it was very tasteful. It was extremely tasteful. I should put that on TikTok. I think I should put that on TikTok.
I don't even think you put it on Discord. Did you put it on Patreon?
Yeah, I did. I think I put it on both. All right, let me catch up with chat. Darren Maffei says hello. No New Friends
did.
Podcast says, hey, everyone. King Mike says hello. Hannah, hi, guys. Bestie Hannah, Bestie Darren, hi, Hannah. Wave, 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 hi.
Okay.
Bestie Sydney, yay, let's go.
Okay, I lost it. Let me see if I can figure it out.
Oh, my God. Bestie Hannah. Hey, my friends. Oh, Jaws is here. LOL. Hey, Scott. How are those jumping jacks earlier? Hey, Chris. I forgot. When is your child due? May 18th. 10 days from today. Slotsky. Remy's Roundtable. Look who's here. Bestie Remy. Michael Alexis jumping on the bestie trade. Was that sarcastic, Scott? Yeah. When is your child due again, Chris? Oh, it's May 18th. 10 days from today. Yes, Scott. Scott is frozen. That's how he looks when he wants more food. Tell them I said happy birthday. My kid? Oh, that was when I talked about my mom and my sister. I will tell them you said happy birthday. I'll actually text them right now and tell them you said happy birthday. And I will voice to text it so you know it's real. Slutsky says happy birthday. It auto-corrected to Slutty says happy birthday. So I'm going to change that to Slutsky. All right. See what they say. Chris, Emily looks amazing, by the way. Thank you, Remy. I did that. It's a miracle.
Also, if you all didn't hear, he like completely lost internet connection, which
By
is
the way-
really
Okay.
weird.
By the way, when can we hang again? I have to take you to one of my favorite restaurants. It's a great question, Slutsky. I have no idea when I'm going to have a life again. So, funny story I'll tell to chat. So Deadpool and Wolverine's coming out July 24th. So my mom was over and I was like, hey, Mom, can you write down on the calendar? I need a sitter July 24th. She's like, yeah, of course. And my mom, chomping at the bit to watch the baby already. And for her first grandchild. So big deal. And she's like, cool. So Emily comes home and said, hey, good news, got a sitter July 24th. And she's like, what? She's like, I don't think I'm going to be ready to leave the baby. She's like, all right, I'll let you know how the movie was then. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. But I'm going. I've been waiting for this movie for longer than I've been waiting for the baby. Slutsky says, when can you hang again? Jaws goes 18 years when you will be free again. Oh, that's funny. My mom and Brittany both say thank you. And Brittany also said, see you, Slutsky. I just saw him running out of his house about 45 minutes ago. So I guess she was going by your house 45 minutes ago. I don't know what she was doing up that way. Unless she was at like the Ellsberg Shopping Center or something. Slutsky, did you try that Dave's Hot Chicken yet? My sister and her fiance, I can say fiance now. My sister and her fiance, so they tried and they loved it. They loved it. They said it was better than the what was the other chicken place that opened? Not Culver's. That's a burger place. Cane's, Raising Cane's. How did you like it, Slutsky? You like Raising Cane's, Darren?
Oh, I love Raising
Yeah, I tried it
Cane's.
for the first. They just moved up to. Oh, cool! It's amazing. Yeah, I got to try it out, Slutsky. It just got put on DoorDash, so I'm a DoorDash hoe. Yeah, Raising Cane's was pretty good. Don't understand the toast thing. Just don't get the toast thing.
What about the toast?
Yeah,
Everything
what
about
don't
it.
you
I
get about
just.
the toast?
Why are they giving me bread? I just don't understand.
Everybody
just
needs
that-
bread.
I just don't
That's
get
just a
it.
normal. That's a normal thing for like chicken finger places.
Really?
Like yeah.
Huh?
There
This
he
is my
is.
wife's fault.
Another-
This is my wife's fault.
Why is it her
Because
fault?
I wanted to get like a real computer, like a desktop computer, and she's like, "No, nobody uses that anymore. Get a laptop."
Yeah, no, you should not have gotten a laptop. Laptops for like working on
Hey,
the go.
I didn't lose connection at all.
Jaws says
Because
Sarah
you're
looks
on
on
the
fleek
Wi-Fi,
tonight.
I'm hardwired.
I think Sarah's
'Cause
frozen.
my
Oh
what?
no, she's not. She's sorry. Sarah. Jaws says you're on fleek tonight.
She
Jaws,
is on
thank
fleek.
you.
See?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Sarah, to be completely honest, Sarah, there has never been a
Yes.
day that you don't look like totally on point. It looks like yeah. I know you say you wake up from like a nap before you come on the show, but it always looks like you always like go to a salon before you hop on.
right?
Thanks.
Yeah, which is hard to do. I know, which is hard. That is hard to maintain. So all props to you.
Scott asked me how much hairspray I put in the ozone today.
There's a hole in the ozone
None.
right over
It was
your head.
none.
That is tough to maintain. You know what I did today? I put some sea salt spray in my hair. I'm gonna start doing that every day. It's a nice little.
So
Hack.
I walk outside of my job, as you know.
Yeah.
I just get
Just
sea
whip your
salts.
hand around, whip your head
It's
around.
awful.
All right.
I like to look dirty. So,
right.
Nerd Archive said she is always beautiful.
Correct.
God.
Aw.
who
Now
is
that could be
person?
Justin. I don't know, or Yachty, or Lola. We have no idea.
Probably Lola.
Yeah, we have no idea. That other guy too.
Lola Rich.
I forget. I don't know if he's still on or not.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, so at dinner the other night, I'm talking to chat. At dinner the other night, also, my sister and her fiance. You know
sure
what? Maybe
everybody gets that
maybe
thumbs
maybe
up,
we'll
that
save
thumbs
this. Maybe
up.
we'll save this.
Yeah. Close the chat real quick. Give the thumbs up. That way we know you're watching.
Oh yeah, guys. What he means by give the thumbs up is, can you please like the stream?
Like and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell.
Yeah. Ding dong.
It's done
Don't
there.
forget your orange
Actually.
army. All right, you assholes ready?
Not anymore. I'm getting off
I
actually.
don't know. Is your
Good for
Wi-Fi ready?
you. Congratulations.
This is gonna be the forgotten episode, the lost episode, part 2.
Oh, so whenever the baby is born, if it's like we'll take a week off. That's why we're a week.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that sounds good. But maybe we
That's
might not
it.
even have to.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll play it by ear.
Yep.
I might
All right,
need.
3,
I might need this.
2, 1. That's right. You're listening to the No New Friends podcast, voted number 1 by our friends and family, and number 3 by the Orlando Weekly Readers Poll. We're the podcast for adults who love to laugh at adulting. Now, if you'd like to connect with us, all of our links are right there on our website, nonewfriendspodcast.com. While you're there, check out our really sweet merchandise and join our clubhouse. Become a friend with benefits. That's our Patreon. For as low as $2 a month, you can watch us do No New Friends After Dark, which is exclusive live for you on the YouTube. Nobody else gets to see that live except for you. Plus a bunch of other giveaways and different things that we do, exclusive content, cutting room floor, yada, yada, yada. My name is Scott. I am the host. With me, as always, my talented cast of characters, the scumbag reselling hoarder himself, Chris,
Let me talk to you.
our Jewish American princess, Sarah,
Hello.
and sitting in for Nick, the wise man, Darren.com.
Yeet.
Yeet, 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 yeet.
This is. I never thought this day would come. I never thought this day would come. If you don't know what that reference is, it's not a
Or
reference
no
from a.
yeet. No
or-
yeet.
no,
No
no, we
yeet.
don't do no you. But that's great that you know the
No yeet.
reference. If you don't know what this reference is, no, it's not an early 2015 Vine reference. This is
I'm having a seizure.
This is a WWE reference. Scott has started watching wrestling with Aaron recently.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite wrestler, Scott?
Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
Because he's racist, right?
I did make Darren watch WrestleMania 5 last night.
One of the
Yeah, I
classics.
fell asleep.
It was so boring, and I was like, I don't even remember this match. And like, I saw that on pay-per-view, and we recorded it on the VCR. Chris, a VCR is what we used to record things on.
Oh, thank you.
So we could watch
I just
them
wrote it
over and
down.
over
Thank you for
again.
explaining. Yeah, everything after Owen Hart died was really good, but before Owen Hart's death wasn't good.
That was before 5. I think that was like in the WrestleMania 1 era.
Owen Hart's death?
Yeah.
No, it was 1999.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Don't you feel stupid?
Come on,
No,
man.
which is the one that fell from the
Owen Hart.
It was that late?
Yeah,
It was
1999.
I thought it was like before WrestleMania 5.
No, because I'm watching it was after WrestleMania 15, I believe it was. I'm watching every single pay-per-view from 1999 to present day, and the one was like, rest in peace to Owen Hart. And it was like, he died for
Did
such
they
a...
show it?
No, I watched it 3 times, though, because I thought I missed it.
Speaking of disasters, so every Wednesday, Chris, we have our TikTok live streams in the park.
Yes.
Yeah, just in case you forgot.
Yes, I'm quite aware.
And we'll talk about today's in a minute because there is a little bit to unpack there. So last week, I did a bonus stream. My wife was off on Thursday. I was like, hey, I got to take you to Oga's Cantina. And she's like, okay, yeah. I'm off on Thursday. Let's go to Oga's. I was like, great. I was like, I'm going to live stream. And she's like, okay. Live streaming with my wife is much different than live streaming with Lewis, Darren, and Sarah.
How so? You can't boss your wife around as much, I assume.
Correct. She did not want to hold my gimbal when I needed to do the jumping jacks.
What about when you streamed at the park?
So at one point, she's like, you're not going to do this all day, right? Because I told her, I was like, you're going to have to make the reservations on the Genie Plus. And she's like, you're not going to do this all day, are you? And I was like, no.
Not all day. We're not staying here all day.
Guess not.
They started at like 2.
So here's the thing. I like typically when I go to the parks with her and I stream, it's like, okay, 2 hours max. And I always ended at an hour and 58 minutes. But service was great. View count was great. When I ended the stream, Chris, it was like 4.5 hours. It was my longest Bloomberg stream ever.
Wow. That's long for you, yeah.
Yeah. She like, she wanted to eat. And I was like, okay. Meanwhile, like I know what eating does to the view count.
Oh, it was horrible. You had I was commenting like, oh, what a beautiful view of the bush. Like it was like really, really bad.
But we ate in silence. There was
Yeah.
no talking.
There wasn't. It was so boring. I
was-
reported your stream because I was just so pissed off.
Is that why I got that down?
Yeah. You got age restricted for I put for like racial profiling or something. I just clicked the first thing.
So that's going to be the last time that I stream with my wife. But we went to the Indiana Jones show because of course we did.
Yeah, of course.
And I was earlier that day at like the 10 o'clock show or whatever, I'm at home and I stumble upon another Disney TikTok creator who is at the Indiana Jones show.
Oh.
And she's got like 230 people watching. And she's like, hey, new friends, look, it's Justin.
Oh,
and
that's
Indy.
so funny.
And I was like,
Oh my god.
so then everyone's encouraging her to go talk to Justin because he's lingering around after the show. And it was this whole thing. She didn't. And I said, well, go have a beer and then go talk to him. But so my wife and I are at the Indiana Jones show, okay? And, I love that show. Well, in the last scene, if you've never seen it, they recreate the desert plane scene, okay? So the plane comes out and, not to ruin the effect, but they park one wheel on a turntable.
Oh, you didn't have to say
And-
that.
What?
You didn't have to say that.
Okay.
Honestly, you ruined everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. The magic's gone.
Magic's
Park. So they have to park the plane like in a very specific spot, okay? It cannot be an inch off. It's
Right.
got to be right there. So the mechanic is directing this pilot. Well, there was all sorts of problems, Chris. They're like, okay, come forward. Nope. Okay, go back.
Oh.
And it's going back and forth for like,
And that usually doesn't happen.
no, they usually get it
Like
like
seamless.
right on, like they slow down right on. Usually this burly masculine pilot
Right.
comes out and
Knows his
and
way around a cockpit.
knows his way around a cockpit. For sure. So like Rachel and I are dying because we know that this is
Right.
not supposed to happen. It's like a minute going back and forth. So the cockpit opens. I'm waiting to see this burly masculine pilot,
Yeah.
and that's not what comes out of the
Oh,
cockpit.
took the day off.
Took the day off. It was a different casting, but this long flowing brunette comes out of the cockpit.
Oh my gosh. Scott.
And I start laughing even more, and I start hitting Rachel.
Oh no.
She's like, "What?" I said, "Of course it's a woman."
Oh my god. Oh my god.
She was Asian
Alex,
too.
cut that.
Oh. God, you did not have to take it one step further. Although I am kind of fascinated at the fact that it was an Asian brunette.
Are you guys saying Burnett?
I don't know. I
Or
think I just
brunette?
yeah.
Brunette.
I think Scott said Burnett, like
He
Carol
did say
Burnett.
Burnett.
Yeah.
Like Carol Burnett. Like I'm thinking Carol Burnett is now parking the plane. God rest her soul.
Well, that's all right.
She's dead, right?
She's not dead.
She is now.
Good for her.
Well, Sarah, what's your favorite board game that they made a movie out of starring Robin Williams?
Jumanji.
Jumanji.
We're gonna have to take a poll in chat. Is it Jumanji as in the Hasidic, or is it Jumanji as in the way it's spelled?
Or is it Jumanji as Sarah? Happy Jewish American Heritage Month.
Wow, they're
Happy.
Do it. Can you hear it? Oh, I can't hear it.
we're running out of
He's got
months
it up
here.
on the
Podcast here,
screen.
Sarah.
Listen, he's right. No, he's playing it on the screen for me.
Oh, of the
The
pronunciation of
clip
Jumanji.
of the pronunciation.
I think I just said Jumanji.
But I can't hear it. He
I don't-
doesn't have speakers.
I don't-
So, are you doing anything special for Ja Month, Jewish American Heritage Month?
Is that happening right now? Oh well, I'm about a week late to this information. So
You're having a
not
big
as
month.
of
You
when-
had 420, Cinco de Mayo, and now it's Jewish American Heritage Month.
wow.
Wow.
He hit all the markers, guys. I mean, he's right.
Yeah. Now it is also Mental Health Awareness Month, and I'm celebrating by.
There we go.
Yeah, I stopped taking my
Now he's hit all the
medication.
marks.
I've switched it for tequila, and I'm choosing to do this going into the birth of my child. I think it's gonna go swimmingly.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, I think I'm fine now. Yeah. I was either gonna double the dosage or not take it at all, and I think it's like no shave November, or like no nut November. I think like no Zoloft November for mental health awareness, right?
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
No meds November. Wait.
No
meds May.
No meds May.
Yeah, Manic May. And so cold turkey, right, for the month. And and I just want to experience, I just want to be more aware of my mental health, you know? Guys, disclaimer, total joke. I actually have accidentally skipped a couple days. Because I have short-term memory loss, probably from the Zoloft. But but no, do not stop. Do not go off your meds.
Do you know that there's a very cool side effect of Zoloft?
What is the cool side effect?
It makes you last longer in bed.
Really?
Yes.
Like that
I
actually,
had a friend who
I
was
can
prescribed that.
I can attest to that, Scott. You last longer in bed. I sleep like 12, 13 hours a night now.
Well, they got all this HIM stuff and the Boston Medical Group or whatever.
The ones
but
who make the
Zoloft-
robots? What are you talking about?
What?
The
No,
Boston
no,
group?
No, HIMS. Like
No,
the
I'm talking about the Boston group. They're the robot
Boston
people.
Medical Group. It's
Nah, they're the robot people.
no, my friend has looked into a lot of these
Who's your friend?
anonymous.
You actually,
Anonymous.
I think all your friends are right here. And none of us have looked into Boston Medical Group.
So my friend that I don't talk to much anymore was prescribed a low dosage of Zoloft to last longer in bed, not to sleep with the adult time.
That seems like someone who has mental health but is too afraid of the stigma, so they look up what else it's good for, and they're like, oh, they talk to the doctor, like, I need to last a little longer in bed, or that's how they tell people they need to last a little longer in bed, but it's really for their crippling anxiety.
Maybe I'll have to double back with my friend and find out.
Yeah,
friend-
ask and get back to us.
Yeah, I will. We'll have them on the podcast. My friend did say that he missed a day and was like super grumpy and ragey or whatever, like roid rage or whatever.
Roid rage, yeah.
And so that was the end of that for him.
Oh wow, that's actually not how that works. So your friend is an idiot.
Well, now
It's not like ibuprofen. Do they get Papa Zoloft? I'm cured. That's fine. Everything's fine now. And I can last longer in bed. This is amazing.
Well, now he's Minuteman. So would you guys ready for word of the week?
Oh, absolutely. Actually, no,
Yes.
I'm not. Hold on one second. Now I'm ready for the word of the week.
Well, then do your thing. Good to go. Okay.
We're on the screen.
Praise your Savior, let him speak. It's Lord Remy's word of the week.
What is going on, the No New Friends podcast? What is up, everybody? It is our Lord Remy. Anyway, guys, it is now time for the word of the week, and that word is conviviality. Conviviality refers to
It's not a word.
quality of being friendly, lively, enjoyable, especially when people are gathered together in a social setting. It encompasses a sense of warmth, sociability, and an inclination towards festive or celebratory interactions. Conviviality often implies a spirit of camaraderie and a welcoming atmosphere conducive to socializing and shared enjoyment. Well,
Having a stroke?
Jen, I mean, remember I told you he went on vacation, right?
Why would he do that? He's not convivial.
The word conviviality has its roots in Latin. It is derived from the Latin word convivials, which is formed from convivium, meaning a feast or banquet. In ancient Rome, convivium referred to a formal meal or gathering where people would come together to eat, drink, and engage in socializing, which, you know, anxiety. I mean, Chris, I'm pretty sure you won't do this. I mean, you don't like being with people, so you're welcome. Over time, the concept of convivium evolved to encompass broader notions of sociability, hospitality, and joviality. The term gained prominence in English during the 17th and early 18th centuries. It was used to describe the quality of being sociable, festive, and inclined towards convivial gatherings. During this period, conviviality was associated with the culture of taverns, coffee houses, and other social spaces where people would come together to drink, converse, and enjoy each other's company. So, like a bar or a strip club, I mean, whatever one works
Very
for
different.
you. I mean,
Very
there's plenty of male strip clubs for Nick. I mean, but for me, I go to the bars. Conviviality has remained an important cultural
Homophobic.
concept
Got it.
throughout history, reflecting humanity's inherent desire for social connection and shared experiences. It is often celebrated in various cultural traditions and rituals centered around communal eating, drinking, and merrymaking. Today, conviviality continues to be valued as an
I thought we weren't
essential
saying your name.
aspect of human interaction, fostering bonds of friendship, community, and shared enjoyment. So pretty much like my birthday party, which Scott never showed up to. So I'm a little upset, man.
How do
I'm
you
very
know?
upset
It hasn't happened yet.
because it's not going to happen. So I'm pretty sure he's not going to show up. All right, Jen, and the rest of the round and the rest of the No New Friends podcast. I got a joke for you.
Oh.
Why did the taxpayer cross the road? To avoid the IRS. And there you guys have it. That was your word of the week, and that word of the week was conviviality. And I'll see you guys next time right here for word of the week.
Thank you, Remy.
That was a good one.
Hey everyone, I'm back for another installment, unlike the Orlando Magic for the rest of the postseason.
Oh, wow.
Remy was telling us how much he sucks at Call of Duty. Remy, you also aren't that great of keeping a cohesive theme for your podcast. You should be apologizing for that instead. Speaking of Remy, he said that he could play any instrument that is thrown in his face. I'm sure Sean and Nick could throw a couple of instruments at your face. Let's get into this week's middle school word of the week. This week we are talking about the phrase womp womp. Womp womp is a sound effect made following an utterly disastrous attempt at humor or somebody complaining about first world problems. My dad keeps complaining that his favorite child, Chris, doesn't pay him enough attention. Womp womp. He has 3 biological children that are always dying for attention and approval. That's all for me.
True.
Slay queens.
Thank you so much, Abby. Rebby. So here's the funny thing about that one. I have a backlog of about 50 different words of the week from Remy. And so I just went into the archives because he hadn't sent me a new one. So I found this one from April 1st, and it was a 5-minute production about paying taxes with him and his wife. And it was just too long. But the funny thing is he makes the reference about his birthday. And his birthday was April 5th. And he sent this to me before April 1st.
Sure.
And so he said the whole funny thing is he says, well, and Scott didn't come to my birthday. And Jen's like, how do you know? It hasn't happened yet. Now, plot twist, I didn't go.
Right.
Oh,
So
you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't think that's a
Wow.
plot twist, actually, Scott. I think that's the wrong choice of words, but
spoiler alert.
no, it's just that's like when something's obvious and something didn't I don't think you say
Predictable.
anything. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to go back to this Jumanji thing for a minute with Sarah. Sarah, I have to point out that today during we went to Animal Kingdom today and we did the TikTok live at Animal Kingdom. It was very fun. But your Spanish is getting really good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Really good.
I'm
Say
pretty
something.
proud of it.
Yeah.
No, you can't put me on the spot like that. I can't think of anything now that you put me on the spot.
So Lewis is teaching you Spanish. This is so exciting.
No,
Oh.
he's not. No, he's not. Duolingo is teaching me Spanish. And my 286-day streak
Wow.
is what's teaching me Spanish. Yeah, that's dedication, isn't it? You know who's not dedicated? My husband.
But he already speaks Spanish.
Does he have to learn
yeah,
English?
but I need him to teach me. And he tries, and then he goes, "Well, I've just been speaking English for a long time now."
So
And so I have to teach myself Spanish, even though I have somebody who speaks Spanish right here all the time.
Sarah,
So
let's
he
talk.
refuses to teach you.
Oh, it sounds like that. It
He
sounds that
doesn't
way.
he doesn't refuse. He doesn't refuse. It's just he forgets that it's really important to me.
That's refusing.
I don't think
Spoiler alert.
Wait a second. Did we found a chink in the armor?
no.
What?
No. No, you didn't.
He's Hispanic.
Oh my God. What? What just happened?
Pearl Harbor, apparently.
Oh my God.
It's been real, guys.
Good God.
Okay, so
Well,
So
I,
you
I,
refuse-
I do need to talk about Duolingo. Wait, since we're on the topic of Duolingo.
go for it.
So, Sarah, are you a Duolingo Plus or Duolingo Premium
sure
member?
am.
Yeah. So
I sure am.
did try the free trial, and I
Wait, you'll
could
pay for that?
me
No.
or Sarah.
Me?
No, hold on.
I pay for
You're
everything.
Duolingo Premium or Plus, so that means you pay for it, right?
I pay $13 a month to stay on Duolingo.
She gets a
I'm
percentage off for
dedicated.
being married to Spanish people.
That's called food stamps, Chris. So
You're digging yourself into a deeper ditch.
let me
Than
get
the
this.
joke I just
let me
made.
get this straight. Let me get this straight. Or in Nick's case, let me get this gay.
Let me get this gay.
Yeah.
We should start
So
that. I like that.
I don't want to offend. So you don't like spending money because you happy Jewish American Heritage Month again.
We said that already. You
Thank you.
Right.
pondering.
You
Are,
like a
what are you,
discount.
Hillary Clinton? Is your last name Clinton, Scott? You carry Tabasco in your purse too, like Hillary Clinton does. Go
I
ahead.
do carry Tabasco.
He might
wherever
as
I
well.
go.
See,
That is true. But you'll pay to learn Spanish, but you won't make your husband, who is Spanish, teach you Spanish.
Now that we're on this subject, that's a really good question. Why do I spend $13 a month when I have him? But here's the thing. I'm committed, I'm dedicated,
it's that streak.
and I'm competitive, all right? So I will continue to pay for it because when you don't pay for it, you're only allotted a certain amount of lives, and you can use those up pretty quickly.
Lives.
Yeah, it's like a game.
Yeah,
It's a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, maybe
A little bit.
works.
Not for me.
It Works was a pyramid scheme. That was the skinny wraps.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Scott tried it, but
Do you know about the skinny wraps?
you don't.
Not the skinny wraps, please.
I don't actually, but I really don't want to know about it either. Though. Everyone, if anyone's interested, they can just Google it.
So, okay. So, Chris, what did you have to say about it?
Oh, I was just gonna say I was a premium free trial subscriber, and I kid you not, every night I go to sleep with one AirPod in my ear, whatever side I'm laying on. I put the AirPod in the other ear because you can't lay with the AirPod on the pillow. You got to do it with the other side. So anyway, so I go to sleep with the AirPod on my ear, giving myself brain cancer probably from the Bluetooth connection. But so Do Not Disturb is on. And the only thing that gets pushed through is emergencies, like if it's an employee or you know whatever calling me or texting me, it will get pulled through.
Scott.
Not Scott. Well, actually, that's for another day. So I kid you not, only high priority things get pushed through. It's like 1 a.m. and I get a notification and Siri starts reading me. It's like, notification from Duolingo. Why did you not play with me today? I was like, no. At like 1 something in the morning, I go to my subscriptions and I cancel my Duolingo. I'm like, that is not okay. That is not okay. And I kid you not, none of that is satire. That is something that actually happened.
It really does. It sends you emails every day that's like, do you have 5 minutes to learn your language? Look, I'll show you. I don't know if you can see it, but my little widget.
Whoa. I don't need to see that of Lewis. I don't need to see Lewis.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't show me his little widget. Don't show me his little widget.
Listen, the little duo guy, all right, he sits in a room of flames, and then it has a countdown timer.
He's a savage.
To tell you how much time you have left in the day to get your Duolingo streak.
Yeah, he's
continued.
a complete savage, Sarah.
Makes me feel like trash.
Absolutely.
So I have to do it.
It's like
And
Scott
works.
every Wednesday.
I'm drinking water because of Scott.
Good. I'm saving your life.
I haven't done that in a while.
Chris, it does not surprise me at all that you broke a streak because I don't think you can do. You know, you have to feed your baby every day.
No,
Like,
it's
you can't
Emily's
just give up
job.
on that.
No, I can't
What?
do that. I can't physically do that. It's her job. It might look
After-
like I can, Scott, but I can't.
After the baby is born, or after the baby is not doing the breast milk anymore, you still have to feed this kid every day.
I mean,
Chris, eventually they
Kind
feed
of.
themselves.
yeah, I mean, like you wait long enough. They're not like they'll feed themselves.
Yeah.
They're hungry. They're gonna eat. That's what like with a dog. Like I took my dog to train. Like, listen, I'm nervous because she's not eating. Like, listen, when they're hungry, they'll eat. Same thing with a baby. When they're hungry, they'll eat.
That's true.
Yeah, when they're hungry, they'll eat.
You are in for a rude
Thank
awakening.
goodness Emily's taking like 3 years off for maternity leave.
Well, okay, so
That's
here's
also
my
not
question. Are you going to be Michael Jordan or are you going to be Rudy Gobert?
Okay, so Michael Jordan scoring all the time, Rudy Gobert defending all the time.
No.
I would assume. Rudy Gobert French, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan
American?
missed birth of his kids because it was the playoff.
Wow.
Rudy takes off game 1 because of the birth of the kid. So
Oh yeah, no, that was a bad look for Rudy Gobert. I'll be Michael Jordan because I've
so
already
you're saying
planned.
you will be here instead of
No.
if
I
your
have
wife
to.
goes in labor on
No.
Wednesday.
I have to play the part, Scott. I am in between, I guess. So I do have to play the part. I have already told Emily. I hinted as a joke, but not really, that I will have COVID the day that she goes into labor because I don't want to see that. I will be no help in that room. I will be no help.
You have to encourage her to breathe.
It's the doctor. I have no credentials to be able to do that. I have no credentials to be able to be doing that, Scott. Like seriously, I have no credentials.
Didn't you take Lamaze?
I'll be a liability. I don't know what Lamaze is, but it sounds like a loaded question.
No, it's not the stripper down the road. It's a class that you take so that she gets to practice breathing.
Oh no, we don't.
And then you
No, that's a
practice
movie thing.
coaching her.
Nah, it's a movie thing. It's a movie thing. The hoo ha. That's a movie thing. That's a movie thing. Just like the water breaking, 1 in 10. 1 in 10 chance. That's a movie thing too.
That
You
is
watch too many
true.
movies. Yeah. You have enough
The
kids to
water
know
breaking
that.
thing is
Yeah.
very true. Like not many people
Yeah.
just they're walking and all of a sudden a flash flood comes
No,
out.
tell you
from
what,
the
she goes
pants.
into labor, my water is gonna break. I have a higher chance of my water breaking than hers. No, I am the biggest liability in the delivery room. I am the one that listen. When we did the birthing classes, we watched a live birth. I had to get a popsicle. I was gonna pass out. I had to get like a popsicle. I had to get chipped ice and like ginger ale, just from the class. And we didn't even see the
Just from the
video.
class.
No, we didn't even see the video yet. They just told us they were gonna show us it. I had to get ginger ale and chipped ice. When they showed us it, I had to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
It was a 45-minute shit. It was one of those 45-minute ones. Yeah. I played. I won $35 on the slots during that shit, and then gave it all back on my phone. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. No, not for me. But I'll tell you what. I'll be a great dad after.
Well, as long as it's convenient for you.
Well, I mean that's without saying. That goes without saying. Yeah. Yeah. No, I do hope that she's a heavy sleeper. I'd love to wear her while I'm doing the podcast. So that's a thing. That's a thing. I'm obsessed with saying that now because that's like a term. Like when you have one of those like, I call them like Jungle Book things because it's like what the people in the village wears in the Jungle Book. Like when they wear the child, like when they have like the wrap on their chest with the child in
Yes,
it.
yeah.
Right. So
You gonna put
but
the basket on your head too?
probably I would love to just really lean into because that's one of my favorite movies. Just lean into Mowgli and his people's culture. But Emily informed me that when you wear one of those little sack things on your chest with the baby, and it's called wearing them. So I'm obsessed with it now. I cannot wait to wear our daughter.
So the last time my sack was on a chest, there was a pearl necklace involved. Alex, cut that. That was terrible. That was fucking awful.
What does the pearl necklace mean? What does a pearl necklace even
just cut
mean?
the
Is that a thing? Wait, is that a thing?
What?
A pearl necklace? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
What does that even
That's-
mean? I'm very intrigued.
Well,
This is
I'll-
not satire.
Maybe don't cut it, Alex. Okay, so.
Wait. Do we all know what a pearl necklace is?
Sarah knows.
Well, clearly not
Sarah's
all
had
of
a
us.
couple.
I'm not agreeing to anything because I don't know what's happening.
It's like an anal bead. Like I'm very confused.
No.
It's worse than that. What is a pearl necklace? Oh. I'm putting 2 and 2 together now, and I'm pretty sure I know what it means. That's a weird term.
It's
a weird term.
I made it, guys.
Do people strive to do that? Is that a goal for people? It's a weird.
I don't get it.
It's weird
I
placement.
don't.
It's weird placement.
It's a weird thing. I don't know why it's like, but that's just in the industry. That's what it's called.
Oh, in the industry, that would make sense.
Are you in the industry?
Can you do like a pearl
I
earrings?
couldn't last 30 seconds in the industry, Darren. I couldn't last past the fluffer.
Are there other terms for this, like earrings, lip ring? I think I'm picking up what you're bearing, but I'm not sure.
I don't know that you are yet because you're going a different direction.
I might be going way worse than what this actually is. So please explain.
Okay. Let me try to explain it with innuendos. Okay.
Okay.
You have this eggplant.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
And you rub it.
I do. You don't. You're like a sugar snap pea.
He's got a baby carrot.
Well, actually, Chris, I want to let you explain to me what you think it is first.
I think it's when even when the eggplant goes rotten actually, and when it starts leaking and it goes around maybe somebody's pearl necklace laying area.
Okay, so you're close.
Okay.
You're very close.
Scott, I'm closer than you think.
you're right on.
I am way closer than you think, but I also think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Pause for just a second. Yes, sweetheart.
Please keep that in.
This could be the most. awkward thing that has ever happened in the history of the podcast.
Why don't you go to bed? Well, then what do you want from me? Okay.
Don't be mean to her. She did nothing wrong.
Okay, I know. She did nothing wrong. She's got a headache. Her head hurts. Okay.
Well, yeah, and
So
you're
does
being loud as
mine.
fuck.
So yeah, Chris, essentially yes, but what causes it is when you take the eggplant between two honeydew melons and
Oh,
rub
really?
it back and forth. Yeah.
Oh,
then it
that's
just-
way.
it
more
doesn't make any
boring than
sense.
that. No.
Why?
No. You ever do that?
think
I'm
Chris-
kidding. No, please stop.
I
Don't
think
answer the question.
Chris's explanation was better.
Is that how you made Darren?
What?
Whoa!
Alex, cut that.
What?
Nah, I'm just kidding. You leave it in.
This
But that's
is
also what
what-
Scott did.
Fuck. What got us to there?
The 4.5 shots of tequila. That's exactly what has got us there. Yeah. Yeah.
Which reminds me, that's what I wanted to talk about with you, Chris. Is like your wife is going to go into labor in the next 10 days,
Give or take.
give or take. Like, and so any day
So okay.
you can't drink.
Here's the thing. Usually first timers go a little bit late. So I got
So you-
like 10 days of the due date, but maybe like 14, realistically, 18. My money was on the 10th, just because I like the number 10, I guess. I don't know.
So 2 days.
2 more days. Yeah, so my hangover will be gone by then. So be safe to go. I'm really shooting for a weekend. It'd be so convenient.
It would be.
Yeah. It'd be really
Want
convenient.
to be conned into running it?
Are
She
you gonna
comes
tell
to-
her to just like
Listen.
squeeze it in or something.
Listen,
like,
if
just-
if she says to me on like a Tuesday, I think I'm going to labor, I think I'll just fake a migraine. Right?
but that's not going to stop the labor.
I've read articles where it could. I think labor's a mental thing. I think it's. I can't even say that. I can't even say. I can't even say that with a straight face. But I can
We'll
say
say
it
it
with a gay face.
then.
I did a lot of reading, Scott. I think labor is definitely an attitude. It's not something you go into. It's something that you have to just be in the right mindset to go into.
Oh boy.
This is the most man conversation I've ever had with anybody. This is the most just we have no idea what's going on conversation. I'm so glad we're 2 weeks out with these recordings because
Tell her not tonight. I've got a headache.
oh man. So while we record this episode, while you hear this episode, I probably have a kid.
You probably
I
do.
probably have
There's
a kid.
probably no more
Wow.
podcasts.
Yeah, this probably.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Darren.
I will have already gotten the call from
I am-
Chris saying, "Hey, I can't do it anymore." Just don't have the
Me
time."
and Scott are both girl dads, according to him. True story. Scott thought since he had a daughter, that means you're a girl dad.
I'm right here.
Where were we even heading with this conversation? Nowhere good.
Nowhere good.
Nowhere good. Scott, you bring up another topic while I read a cliff note.
Well, speaking of things that we have to be in the right mindset for, here's another edition of Travels and Tribulations.
Woo!
All right, I'm going to end this segment. That way Alex can start editing it. Alex, you don't have to cut any of that stuff out. It works.
Also, was I not muted when I was doing the text to read?
You definitely were not.
That's embarrassing. Sorry.
What did you
Yep.
say? What was the?
It was a work conversation. There's a testing that's
Abby.
going on right now.
Abby,
And they tried to get me to come in, and I was like, I'm not getting conned into running it. So
All I heard was that somebody was trying to get you to come in them. I have no idea what you said. I was reading a text from my wife making sure she wasn't going into labor. She just needs money for something. Oh, yeah, go figure.
Abby wants to ask you a question, Chris. Before.
Oh, yes, Abby. Abigail. Gail. Oh, God.
Well, she's not in the room. Abby.
Well, then.
I don't know.
Make like a fetus and head out. That's actually a really good reference.
So the pearl necklace joke was not funny at all, but where it went was freaking hilarious.
I don't remember it at all. Gonna be completely honest with you. I'll tell you what. I did 4.5 shots of tequila in my watermelon margarita thing. I poured a little bit out. I was like, this is probably light. And I was like, you gotta stop drinking so heavy. I was like, that's not, I mean, I don't think that's heavy. It's like 1 shot is light. I was like, that's like a virgin. 1 shot of tequila is like a virgin drink.
Ryan and
She was
chat,
right.
don't come in, Darren. Just give him a pearl necklace.
All right. That was a really good. That was really good. That was really funny. The whole from start to finish.
Man, I'm writing Cliff Note, and I've totally forgotten my mother-in-law since this, but oh well. She's gonna grow up. She's gonna learn today. Do I have time to use the little girls' room?
Oh, I also need to use the little girls' room.
Perfect. It's actually it's honestly a little girls' room because I am in a house full of women as of probably right now. If you're hearing this, we're not recording. I gotta go.
What?
Did you not hear any of that? Me and Darren have to
No.
use the restroom.
Okay, go for it.
I am. You want me to bring the webcam in?
Yes.
Okay. I cannot do that. So I'll tell you this before I get off. I bought a blaster box. It's $30 of baseball cards, and I'm pulling stuff that looks like this. It's like it's called Heritage, so they look old school.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, these are fun, right? I pull this.
That's an alligator.
And I ordered a whole hobby box because I was like, that's the coolest card I've ever opened. $100.
Oh my
Weird way.
God. How was hot as Disney? Disney wasn't that hot. We left early enough where it was hot, but we
It
left early
wasn't-
enough.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as it could have been,
No,
but the alcohol really made it worse.
the alcohol made it so that I didn't even realize it.
Yeah, that was I must have had a lot quickly. That's what happened.
You did. Well, you were double
Yeah.
fisting the mimosas at one point.
Yeah,
And then-
first thing.
Yeah. And then how many mimosas did you have? Because you had those 2,
I had 3, and then that accidental double shot of tequila.
and then the accidental double shot of tequila. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still feeling it. My head hurts.
Mm. I took a pretty good nap. I wanted to take a 3-hour nap, and I woke up at like super early from that 3-hour nap.
No.
Okay.
None of that for me.
All right. Everybody's. Oh. All right. Here's Travels and Tribulations.
Contrary to popular belief, the Model T was not the first car ever created. One of the first cars, though, was the Oldsmobile, which, incidentally, is a name for somebody who considers themselves to be funny on this podcast.
Chris, I think you're muted.
I am. That was a really big laugh.
Howdy, no new friends squad. Apparently
Howdy.
last week the government tried to censor my investigation of the Mothman. Or maybe it was just some kind of jerk on No New Friends who's jealous of my ability to unravel mysteries. Anyways, regardless, I'm here in Detroit, Michigan today, checking out the inception of the Model T. I'm actually at the factory where it was initially created. Nowadays, of course, the Model T is almost as obsolete as the Orlando Magic, but back in the day, this was the first affordable car for the majority of America, and it ended up spreading worldwide. Interestingly, at this factory, which is now a museum, they've got models of some of the previous versions of cars that were created by Henry Ford. For example, there's a Model B here. This is actually one of only 7 in the world. Really fascinating. Sorry, Nick. Ford never made a Model D. Despite all of that, though, you can feel the history here. It's intense, it's ever-present, kind of like Chris's back pain. Ford, though, was the real deal. He wasn't a scammer. Speaking of scammers, though, I'm surprised you guys always refer to Bubble Job as your main scammer, when you literally have that guy Steve working with you for them.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. It's one of those classic Detroit attacks. Gotta find a place to hide. Those people are probably trying to steal and eat Bambi or something like that. Better say a prayer. I would pray the Hail Mary, but I don't want to end up with 4 different marriages and a DUI. Sorry, gang activity. Oh my god, my ringtone. They're gonna find me. I need to get out of here. I'm gonna head out of here and get to where Motown was created. That way I know I won't run into No New Friends resident. I'll call you from another place where an innovation was created next week, though. Is Mohammed Smith the most common name that exists? Also, I just want to be very clear. All of the stuff I said about Detroit was satire. It's an absolutely beautiful city. Unlike Orlando, Florida. First, because there's a really horrible bald guy there, and second, because it is apparently far inferior to Cleveland, Ohio.
Wow. SG, go yourself.
Whoa! I'll tell you what. When SG sent in his clip, it was 3 minutes long. That's a long segment. I wish it was 5 times
I wish
as
it was
long.
longer. I wish it was the whole episode.
Oh man, Rachel wishes the same thing on like a nightly basis. Just wishes it was longer. Not the segment, Scott. I was talking about something else.
I know.
Okay, just making sure you understood.
Yeah.
It was your penis. Yeah, I was talking about your penis.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. Spoiler alert. Listen, as much as that was his best work. As much as I hate to admit it, but
Why would you hate to admit it?
he's an asshole. So anyway, let's continue.
Okay.
I don't remember where we're continuing to.
So I don't know if you had something planned, but I can talk about something.
Okay, how do you want me to transition there?
I could just literally keep talking if you want me to.
Go for it.
So I was at dinner the other night with my family for my sister and my mother's birthday. Happy birthday to you guys! Even though I told you already, this is airing 3 weeks after your birthday. But so my sister nonchalantly told me that she wants me to marry her and her fiance.
That
Oh.
Aw.
moving to Kentucky?
No, officiate, dumbass.
Oh, I get. I that was a good one. That was a good. I didn't think about it, but that was a good one, Scott. No, they want me to
throuple ever.
officiate their wedding, which I'm super excited about. So I will be enlisting.
Are you gonna wear black and white stripes? Have
I was thinking about wearing a collar, like one of those white little things that go around, like a priest collar. But I will be enlisting, enrolling, paying money to the Universal Life Church.
You don't have to pay money for that.
Yeah, I think I did Google it today. It said it was free, but I didn't believe it.
You can do it for free.
It's true.
I'm an ordained minister.
Oh, maybe I should have you do it.
I've been ordained for like 5 years.
All you have to do is have your notary.
I don't know what that means. So,
The stamp. You just have to have the stamp, the notary.
to marry someone?
Yes.
I think
You don't
Universal
even have to
Life
do
Church
that.
sounds cool.
No,
though.
no. Universal Life Church is all you need. You don't
It's
even
free?
have to yeah, it's free. You don't have to pay.
Wait, so you don't have to be a notary to be an officiant?
I think it's a noter, Scott. I don't think it's a noter. I think a notary is what you receive, but I think if you were the actor
I'm not
in
going to
giving,
listen to you. You had no idea what I was talking about 30 seconds ago.
No, I want to know this information.
yeah,
This is pertinent to everyday life.
It's a fair point.
So the notary is the stamp. The notarer is the.
No, I think it's just a noter. I think murderer is what you're thinking of. Noter. Yeah. If you kill a noter, I think you're a noterer, right? But I think a noter is the, or is that the thing that's in a Model T?
I think that's the thing that they do to dogs.
Oh.
Whoa.
Or people over the age of 35. So
Yes.
I've heard. No, so okay, so that's good to know. I don't have to. But okay, so of course, they asked me to be
But
this.
no, we can't keep going.
Okay, we'll talk about
if
notaries
you
for
are
3
not a
more minutes.
notary, you can't sign the marriage.
If I,
certificate.
you're
yes,
right. If I'm not a stamp, then I cannot sign
If
it.
you are not a notarer and you don't notarize, then it's not a real marriage.
Darren, please.
It is a real marriage. If you are a ordained minister through the Universal Life Church,
Correct.
you can marry somebody. You don't have to be
Yeah.
a notary.
I had a friend
notary.
who was Indian,
No, you
Native
didn't.
American.
No, you didn't.
You don't have friends.
This was a long time ago, and they were married for like 50 years. Turns out that the person who married them did not have the notary stamp, and therefore they actually weren't married for 50 years.
No, I guess how it works.
Are you talking about the plot of My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2?
No, I've never seen that movie.
No one ever admits to it, but we've all seen it, Scott. We've all seen it.
All right. So anyway, you're gonna be a priest and something with little boys. Continue.
No. Yeah, Scott's like Googling, how to be an ordained minister. Oh, it's free. I did not know it was free.
Can I get my collar at Spear Halloween?
So naturally, like I'm in my car. Oh, first of all, it was very nonchalant. Like, it wasn't like she didn't give me like a, a heads up or like a little car or anything. She's like, well, I'm asking about, oh, how much do you know about your wedding age? Oh, well, you're this person could be here, this person could be there. You're gonna marry us, and and we're gonna have it this time. I was like, whoa, I'm gonna marry you guys. Like, that's kind of a big deal, right? And she didn't think so, but I think she just wants to save money.
It's just cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have to pay
Yeah.
$300.
She didn't even offer to pay for the ordainment, but or the noter. Yeah.
You can figure that out.
Tell you what, after the ceremony, she wouldn't want to noter me, because we've established that noter means murder. Scott, don't look at me like that.
Okay. Yes.
She may become a noterer. So I because I'm in my car today, I was like, there's no way I'm not opening this wedding without an opening monologue. Like, there's definitely going to be an opening monologue to this, right?
And your cliff notes at the end.
I'm gonna have to, right? So I'm like, in my head now, I'm writing jokes for this wedding that's next year, and tell you what, when that wedding's
Clean
over,
them up a little bit.
when that wedding's over, no one's gonna care about the wedding. They're gonna be like, they're gonna want my autograph or something. Like, this is gonna be. I'm gonna put on a show. It's probably gonna be 45 minutes.
Just make sure you say at the end of it, if you want to hear more,
If you want to hear more,
check out the New Friends podcast.
Can't plug the TikTok because it'll be illegal by then. But actually, we'll be in the Dominican Republic, so it could be legal there. So I will plug
I
it.
may move to the Dominican Republic just so I can have the TikTok.
You're not moving to the Dominican Republic.
I don't want to move to the Dominican Republic anyway. Maybe England.
That's so different.
What's so different about it, Scott? I'm just curious.
I just
What's the
wanna make
biggest
sure I fit
difference?
in. I just want to make sure I fit in.
Well,
Can you
everything's
explain? Yeah, I would
designed-
love to hear an explanation.
If
I
you
don't
start
wanna
it with your
stick out like a sore
Duolingo now, you'll be ready.
That's probably what he means. It's the whole English speaking things, probably. Right. Has nothing to do with anything else.
Also,
Nothing.
everything in England is smaller, so you're not going to be able to fit through the doorways.
They do have morbidly obese people in Dominican Republic, Scott.
They may. Well, in England, they may think I have the world's longest schlong.
They might think you're like, wow, this guy must have a great dentist. This guy has got the best set of teeth I've ever seen in my life. Schlong, probably not, unless you're talking like a gardening tool or something. I have no idea what else you'd be talking about, but no. So I will be marrying my sister and her fiance, and it's gonna be really hard to keep it under like 45 minutes. Like, I'm to be completely honest with you, I'll probably have to do like some random segment in the middle of it, Already thinking of like a lot of like I'm thinking of props and shit. I'm thinking like, oh man, I'm gonna have to bring a flask and like I'm gonna have to bring like something for like him to give me during this. Like, it's gonna be a production. It's gonna be a whole thing. And she already told me that she's like, I want the ceremony to be 15 minutes. Not anymore. I mean, like that's part of the deal. Like it's not anymore. Like if I'm marrying you, it's gonna be at least 45 minutes minimum, maybe an hour and a half. It'll be lovely. She doesn't want it to be religious at all, so I'm gonna make it 95% religion. I'll probably say something about Austin 3:16 instead of John 3:16.
Oh, I love that.
And as people throw me beers at the top, it's gonna be a spectacle for sure.
I do need a recording of this though.
Oh, it'll be 100. I'm already thinking about it. Like I again, not satire whatsoever. I'm thinking like I'm gonna have to be mic'd up. I might be the first priest to wear a GoPro. Like I guess this might be a thing. And the worst part about it is my sister suffers from anxiety. I'm gonna make her
this is perfect.
Yeah, oh man, it's gonna be horrible for her. She's gonna be up there for so much longer than she thought she was gonna be.
I love it.
It's a destination wedding. There's probably gonna be like 7 people there, so it's not a big deal.
Well, plus we're gonna be live streaming it.
It's a third world country, so maybe not. I don't know how good the Wi-Fi is.
All right. You guys ready for Jersey Man, Florida Man?
Yeah.
Yes.
Darren
I'm
gets
not.
it.
Chris, play your
Oh
graphic.
yeah. I'm gotta pull it up. I'm not used to pulling out.
Flipping a fan boat, a crash in a truck. These states are filled with people who suck. So it's time for us to play New Jersey Man versus Florida Man.
All right, we're not doing the word of the week, guys. Sorry to let you down. As soon as I play the Florida Man versus Jersey Man, I started playing the word of the week intro.
All right. Every week, Game Master Brian. Wow. Every week, Game Master Ryan brings us 2 news stories. One is from Jersey, one is from Florida. It is up to us to determine which one is which. Take it away, Ryan.
Hey guys, this is Ryan, coming to you from the No New Friends newsroom, located this week, getting ready to head to Hollywood Studios with Scott. Well, here comes Scott now. Geez, between the Spirit Jersey, Mini Ears, Loungefly, and all the hot indie talk, even Elton John's like, man, that guy is gay. I booked this trip through Sandpiper Vacations because I'm a good friend and I book all my trips through there. Looking at you, Rachel. All right, Scott, let's get on the bus. Scott, no, they're allowed to ride in the front now. Get in the back with me. And don't you dare say that word you use for pants. Man, where are those cops going? I guess they found Eddie Deasna. I heard they had a bolo out for him, and last he was seen, he was driving a white Bronco. Scott, maybe you should have invited him to live with you instead of Rucky B. All right, Scott, we're at Hollywood Studios now. I know you're going to make me go to that terrible Indiana Jones show. God, the acting in that show is just terrible. I haven't seen acting that bad since Scott was acting like he's having a feud with SG last week. What the hell were you doing? I thought you were trying to pass a kidney stone. Anyways, no, Scott, the great movie ride is closed. Judy Garland's not in there anymore. Don't you whip out that rag that you use at the hot indie show, or as you call it, a dream catcher. Anyways, we're going to go over to Universal. I just heard they opened a Shrekland, and Chris is over there doing a meet and greet as Lord Farquaad. He's a dead ringer for him. So why don't we go do that? Let's get into this week's Florida Man and Jersey Man. And for our first story, a man is attacked with grizzly bear spray during a robbery. And for our second story, police find a wanted woman hiding in a couch.
Okay, so we have grizzly bear spray and wanted woman in a couch. Sarah, what are your thoughts?
A woman in the couch is Florida because drugs. That's got to be it.
Drugs.
Darren?
Y'all always say what's Florida, but the bear is Jersey.
Chris?
We don't have grizzly bears in. Oh, you know what? We could have bears though in New Jersey if you're talking about gay, hairy men. I'm gonna say New Jersey bears.
Yeah, we definitely don't have grizzly bears here in Florida. We have like the black bears.
Why do they have to be black?
That's literally what they're called.
Pretty sure if they were
No,
called
I
that,
think-
you wouldn't let them. DeSantis would have signed a bill by now. Scumbag.
I'm going Grizzly Bears jersey and meth lady wanted in a couch. Or wanted on a couch? Florida. Let's find out the answers.
So our first story is from New Jersey, where a community is rattled after a violent robbery where the victim was hit with bear spray. The victim was sprayed with what's called grizzly spray, commonly used by hunters in self-defense against wild animals. Speaking of bears, would you rather be alone in the woods with a man or a bear? I personally say bear. Bears are only dangerous when they have their children around. And if the bear is named Scott, they're never around their children until they're adults. Chris is the only member of the podcast that's been in a bear attack. At least that's what he called a tickle fight with Nick. Anyways, that means our second story is from Florida, where a 39-year-old wanted woman was apprehended after deputies found her hiding in a couch. This could have been Sarah. She could have just been in there looking for change. And in other news, a mom is speaking out after she accidentally invited 487 guests to her daughter's birthday party. The online service she is using to send the invites sent an invite to everybody on her contact list. Not only that, but it sent an invite as they're written in her contact list. So people received invites as cute boy in bar, old man neighbor, and Derek eye roll emoji. I'm just glad this didn't happen with my contact list. People would be getting invites as Chris looks like he smells like a cat but doesn't own a cat. Sarah Jew doesn't know my name. Nick eats corn long ways. And no black friend Scott. I don't understand the podcast name. Anyways, that's it for me this week, guys. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you so much, Ryan. You know what's really funny? We all got hung up on this whole "there's no grizzly bears in Florida" thing. The story had nothing to do with a grizzly bear. It was grizzly bear spray.
It's part of the
so
bit.
It could have been anywhere.
Yeah, it's part of the bit, Scott. You could just, the magic is gone.
The magic's gone. So, Sarah, there was something, and you'll have to excuse me. I was fueled by Bud Light, and I knew at the time I was like, this sounds like a funny story. Am I frozen?
No, you're just not funny.
Okay.
No.
Because it's trying to reconnect.
Oh, no,
mine
you're
just,
good.
Mine just did that. Too.
Actually, mine says that too.
Okay.
I guess it is not trying to reconnect.
So at the time, I was like, oh, well, we've got to talk about this tonight. Stop telling me about it. But I don't remember. All I remember is something about a food truck, like and Lewis running after a food truck in the neighborhood. What's the deal with the food truck?
No, we were pulling out of our apartment complex one day, and they're building another apartment complex across the main road from us. So I see this. It's Pancho's Tacos is the name of it, and it's right down the street from where I work. Oh no, Darren. And I lost him on my end. Is he gone?
No, he's gone. Yeah, he's super gone. Scott's just used to him not being around.
I was gonna say he's still. I was gonna say he made a face, and I'm looking at you too. Anyways, so we're pulling out of our apartment complex, and I see the Pancho's Tacos truck pulling in, and I notice it, and I'm like, oh, they're kind of far away from, the restaurant, and I'm pointing it out, and all of a sudden I see it start to back up as soon as it pull in, and I'm like, what's going on? They must not have wanted any. All of a sudden, Lewis and I look over at the rooftop a couple buildings down, and there is an entire group of Hispanic gentlemen running, waving their arms, chasing after this Pancho's Tacos truck. Tried to get Lewis to go and get me some too, but he would fit in. He would fit in entirely. But that was the story. We were cracking up laughing at it because you should have seen like 15 of these guys just running off the roof, just waving their arms frantically. Like, no, please come back. And sure enough, they turned around and they went back in. But now I've been craving tacos for a long time.
Oh, don't let Lewis hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you know what? Alex, cut that. Just
it's the witching hour. So Sarah, it would be normal if Lewis chased after. If you chased after, they'd assume they'd be on Facebook, like Facebook Live in a couple minutes because they did something. They like made a right without a turn signal or something.
Yeah, but because of Duolingo, I can just calm them. I can ease their nerves and let them know I'm an ally.
Tranquila. Right?
Yes, Scott, that was beautiful.
I think you meant tequila. Tequila.
Yes, yes.
That's so funny. You know what happened is they saw these people running. They're like, "Oh man, we're gonna make some money. We're staying on the clock. We're staying on the clock here. We're not going back to the hub."
Oh, they
yet."
definitely stayed on the clock.
Yeah.
Wait, speaking of which, I just got a new roof put on my house like today.
Yeah, fuck you.
A lot of animosity. Wait, is it animosity or aminosity? I think it's animosity.
Animosity. Yeah.
That doesn't even sound right.
Animosity.
Animosity. I'm never going to say that word again. So just nix that from my vocabulary.
What's wrong, Darren? Who hurt you?
You did. You hurt me.
What?
I stayed home and I stayed to watch the roofers and watch the dogs, so you could go play in the parks.
No,
and you ended up. Nope. Not your turn. To
We
talk.
missed you, Darren.
Oh, I missed you too, Sarah. I miss you, and I miss Lewis. Yeah, you went live, and then you were like, I'm gonna end the live early, and I'm gonna go get some food, and I'm gonna have a good time with my friends, and you left me home the entire day. The roofers were only here for like 2 hours. It was 2 hours, and then they were out.
Were they at least hot? The roofers, not the dog, Scott. I was talking about the roofers. He was watching both.
I was just so mad because I was like, oh, let me at least have fun with my father on TikTok and like watch along, but his connection was awful, so I couldn't even have fun. I couldn't even.
So, sorry, Darren, but thank you for being a hero. Not all heroes wear capes. Some wear Lululemon hats.
Yeah.
But here's the funny thing. So, we were at Animal Kingdom today. What did I miss?
A lot, actually.
A lot.
We'll talk about it later.
So, we're at Animal Kingdom, and I did decide to end the stream at 11:30, and the big thing is always like, I don't feed them. That's always the running bit is I don't feed them. So I end the stream at 11:30, and I was like, hey guys, let's go eat. And you would have thought like it was like, please sir, can I have some more? And then I gave some more, and they were like, thank you, Mr. Scott. So I saw a tear run down Sarah's face. So we get over there, and I'm like, well, we're short on time. So what do you guys want to do? You guys want to do this, or grab one more beer and then walk me out, and you can talk to me while I smoke, whatever. And like they all look at each other, and they're like, yeah, let's go. And I'm like, wait a second, we're not eating? I just want to be clear. We're not getting food right now. Something that you two complain about every single week. I don't feed you. I'm going to feed you, but we're not going to eat right now. Just so we're clear. We didn't eat. We got another drink.
That's a form of calories.
I was completely fine with that. I was very happy with that.
Yeah.
If you stop for a second and just ask the people that you're with what they what they like to do, what their interests are, Scott, maybe you'd learn a little bit about them.
The only time he lets us stop.
Have new friends.
The only time he lets us stop for food is he's like, all right, guys on TikTok, let me know if I should stop for food. All right, guys, send 5 roses if you think I should stop for food.
That is true. That's, instead of jumping jacks, you're onto something, Sarah. Instead of jumping jacks, from now on, the goal box goal has to be complete for you guys to eat.
I'm sorry, what? No.
I love this idea.
Incorrect. I will stop going with you. For real.
All right, hang on one second. Let me end this because I have to upload the other segment. Why is it an error?
Is it because I got kicked?
No. No.
The good thing is if we ever lost the audio, we could always just download the audio from YouTube, even though it's not good.
Yes.
It's a good backup.
It's definitely a good backup. I'm so not looking forward to him trying to live stream when I'm down in September. I hope the government shuts it down by then. Oh, Remy said it's an error because of the connection.
No, it's not. It's because I saved it as an MP4.
Are you calling Remy a liar?
I'm calling
I ain't
Remy
calling
an
you a
idiot.
truther. That was a Drake and Josh reference for anybody who didn't get that.
Yeah, who if this is the Drake and Josh, if this is the set of Drake and Josh, who's Drake, who's Josh, who's Megan, who's Dan Schneider?
I think it's pretty obvious.
It wasn't Dan Schneider. It was Brian. What's his face?
Who's the pickle guy?
The Brian guy.
I think it's you, Scott. What I was talking
No.
about, that. I'll tell you what. No, yeah, Dan,
It's not, it's not a
is.
Zoom thing. Remy, goddammit, I saved it as an MP4, not an MP3. It wasn't a Riverside problem. It was a how I saved the file problem. Jesus. All right.
You have so much animosity towards Remy.
Is that how you
I'm
say it? Are you
grumpy.
sure that's how you
I'm-
say it?
I'm not in the best
Animosity?
mood right now.
Yeah.
Animosity.
Animosity.
Anonymity.
That still does not sound right. Anonymity
No,
sounds better.
It's correct. Animosity.
Aminosity.
No.
That does not. That sounds
animosity.
worse.
Anna.
Animosity.
Kendrick.
Animosity.
Animosity. Animosity.
Onomatopoeia?
I don't know. None of it sounds
Jumanji.
right.
Jumanji.
And none of it sounds right to me, actually.
Well, you've said it for too long now, so now it sounds like a.
But even the first time, it sounded like I said it 5 times. I don't like it.
All right, guys, I've got a special treat for you. You ready?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Yes.
Eh.
Nick's on the mic, so it's time to take notice. And if you don't like it, that's homophobic. Stay the hell out of his way. Move, I'm gay.
Ahoy! It's me, Nick, your emotional support guy, and I miss you
favorite
guys so
seaman.
much that I want to send you a quick message, so move. I'm gay. Alright, so as many of you guys know, I am on board the Royal Caribbean Icon of the Seas right now, which is the world's largest cruise ship. And with the world's largest cruise ship comes a lot on board. I'll leave that part to Scott later. So there's tons of water slides, tons of activities to do. One thing that I want to encourage people not to do on a cruise ship is don't shit in the pool. So I'm going to talk about this on the episode next week when I return, but I just had to address it with the nation right now because I know there's so many listeners out there. And there are 7 pools on board. If your kids are not potty trained, please make sure they're not in the pools because they keep shitting in them. They have been closed, unfortunately, more than they've been open on the ship. Also, I encourage people, if you've not listened to the coming out episodes and all that, the gays know how to shit. We have fiber pills, you eat a salad, something like that. So if you're having issues with pooping, just don't do it in the pool. There's plenty of bathrooms, plenty of spots for that. But other than that, I really miss you guys. I hope you have an incredible episode. I am sorry to all my fans out there, to all the Ryans and the Jaws Roberts and my husband. Oh wait, my husband's right in front of me right now. I just want to say thank you guys for all your support, and if you are ready to book your next vacation and plan to not poop in the pool, please contact me at sampipervacations.com. Make sure you mention what the No New Friends podcast sent you.
Thank you so much, Nick. We miss you. Have so much fun. He went live a couple times on TikTok. That ship is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And I know he went live on the YouTube as well.
What shit is he on? Ship?
Ship. The icon, Royal Caribbean icon of the seas.
You know what, though? I have to say, as you know, I work in a hotel. And the other day, we were full. We were at capacity. And the pool deck was packed. And all of a sudden, the bar back comes running in, stands in the middle of the restaurant and says, I don't know what the fuck to do. And I said, what is going on? And he said, so many people just came up to me all at one time saying that there's at least 3 different parents in the pool washing their kids' shitty asses in the pool.
People
And
do that?
I guess so. I had to call security because it's
Chris,
really the
take
only thing
notes.
we can do. Please don't do that, Chris. And yeah, so here I am on the phone with security saying, hey, for the love of God, can somebody come out here and take around the pool deck because there are parents washing their kids' asses in the pool.
It was a Motel 6, so
So-
half a mile away from me, actually, Sarah. Thank you for that.
You know, I work at the nicest hotel on the beach in the area, and there's over 400 rooms, and to have all those people down on the pool deck, which is not huge either, and that's just I mean, it's disgusting anyways, but really,
Scott
I
pees in pools. He's
resonate.
looking like it's normal to me.
It's fine. No, I'll pee in a pool, but pooping in a pool, no.
Hey, just
no,
wiping
you
a
get out
butt. Just wiping a butt.
There's a difference between wiping and rinsing, I feel like. I don't know why. Just something is different.
They're just lined up in front of like that jet that shoots out of the clean water.
Oh.
Like a little bidet, built-in pool bidet. Never done that.
Was there... I'm reading Remy's comment. I'm sorry. Was there a convention in the area? No, Remy. There was not. Just people.
Chris, you got any Cliff Notes?
I actually totally forgot to write any. I'm just kidding. I just want to see how mad you got.
It's been quite the show. A lot of stuff's happened, so nothing can stop this little boy from recapping the day the Chris's Cliff's Notes way.
Wow, I love this screen. This is a great screen. If you like the screen, please give us a like. And if you don't like the screen, give us a like, and we'll measure them and see who wins. Let me scroll up. I'd like
How about
3 going into the third segment. I have a ton. Go ahead, Darren.
I was gonna say, how about you give us a dislike? I would love to see.
Can you even do that
after a bunch of
anymore?
dislikes. Yeah, there's
Please
still
don't.
dislikes. You can still
Please
dislike it.
don't.
If you don't like the Cliff Notes screen, go ahead and give a dislike.
please
How's
don't.
that?
I always thought it
please
would be
don't do this.
fun if like a podcast was like let's get 1-star reviews instead of 5-star reviews. Like, I thought
Okay,
it's kind of funny.
Okay, for someone who understands algorithm and stuff, like it drives me. I yell at my radio every time I hear you guys on Diz's go, yeah, we'll take 4s. No, 4s do not help you. 4s hurt you. Like it's all about. It's not just about the review as I'm going through. Oh, what is this podcast? That doesn't matter. It's for the algorithm. The
Yeah,
different platforms
yeah.
push you out more the more 5-star reviews you have.
I'll tell you what though, 5-star reviews are so boring, dude. They're so boring. 1-star reviews. Oh, a good
If we're bad
4.
enough that you're giving us a 1-star review, stop listening.
Yeah, but it's like, listen, 4-star reviews. Like, why aren't you giving me 5? Now I'm first. You had my interest. Now you have
No.
my curiosity. Like
4s
seriously,
will hurt you in the algorithm. It
you
will
know
not
what
push
though?
You out.
Good for the soul. So good for the soul. Horrible for the algorithm. So good for the soul. Because I'm like, what are we doing
my God.
wrong? And then someone leaves a 4-star review and everything's perfect. Like, why'd you give me a 4? Why'd you give me a 4? I'm so interested because you didn't tell me.
I was watching the likes and dislikes, but then they went down from 9 to 8.
All right, that's Darren's fault, not mine. All right, start off the
Remy,
episode.
4s hurt. 4s hurt. Okay. How many listeners do you have? How many listeners do I have? 4s hurt.
4s
4s
doesn't
don't
hurt.
What the?
Everybody hurts. Give Scott a 4 Loco and see how he handles that drink. Now we're just doing puns with the number 4. I like that. All right. Guess we'll start my segment now since I already did the screen and everything. Beginning of the episode, one of the expressions Darren used was, quote, "the magic is gone," which is something Disney pass holders say when things like racist attractions get reimagined. Scott says that every year when his teams inevitably gets eliminated. And I said gets eliminated, not from the playoff, because they usually don't even make it that far.
Yeah.
Scott,
Thank God this wasn't like I was hurting.
Oh,
After
I know.
they lost, I wouldn't talk to anybody for 2 hours.
Yeah, no, I don't feel bad because I felt that since 2014.
Well, yeah, your team underachieves and loses. My team overachieves and loses.
Yeah, it's fair.
Okay.
Scott said that he finally found a chink in the armor. Now, believe it or not, he had no idea that was an expression. We had to explain it to him during the break. He had no idea that that was an expression. So, you could laugh. Let's be a little uncomfortable tonight. So Nick wasn't here tonight, which is a real pain in the ass. For Scott, it's because he's not here. For me, it's because he just left. So unless you live under a rock, you've all heard about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. Drake was outed by Kendrick Lamar as a pedophile who preys on younger women. It's like, these two, it's like a tiff going on between the two rappers, or as Scott calls them. Never mind. I can't say that.
Just say it.
I can't say it. I'm sorry.
Then why
Scott-
would you write it?
Scott's been exploiting the young man. Mike Clifton just literally says, "Never mind, I can't say that." Scott's been exploiting the young man who plays Indiana Jones. I guess Scott's Team Drake. Oh man, this is pretty bad. Scott explained to me what a pearl necklace was. Mine looks a lot like that scene from Batman when his mom's shot and the pearls just go everywhere. Hits that random person down the way. Just messy. Scott taught me what a pearl necklace was tonight. I had no idea what one was.
Explained it.
I had no idea what one was. Judging by the amount of kids Scott has, neither does he. When this sophisticated gentleman said that he was in Detroit during a segment, Scott had a real sour taste on his face. I guess it's because he hates Ford, right? It couldn't be because of anything else. Nick gave us a surprise segment today. He talked about how someone shit in the pool and he didn't like it. So I guess it's a different poop deck you were talking about you would show me, Nick? Nick finished the segment saying where everybody was online or here and there. He mentioned that Sean was right in front of him. No idea what that's like. Never experienced that because he's usually behind me. And lastly, you want to know how much Scott gives a shit about us? Darren changed his hat midway through the episode, and Scott had no idea. Now, listen. Granted, Scott doesn't believe in changing his hats, and that's why you exist, Darren. And those are my clip notes.
Thank you so much, Chris. Listen, I did notice that he changed his hat, but I did not dare say, "Oh, Darren, you changed your hat." And then someone say, "Oh, of course he notices when he changes from a black hat to a white hat."
Oh, that would have been a good one.
So I purposely, I definitely noticed that he changed his hat, but I was like, "No, not saying it."
That would have been a good one.
Not saying it.
I also put on a jacket too.
I didn't notice that. I don't know why you're doing that, but
Well, it's cold.
so weird.
I'm cold.
I
I'm
did turn
weird
the
for
AC
being
down.
cold.
It's reasonable, Darren.
I'm cold. I'm weird for being cold.
Well, no. Anyway.
Oh, never mind.
Go ahead.
Nah, I'll wait.
Okay, because I'm about to end the episode.
Yeah, I know, but you say, like, where can we find you? That's what I was going to say.
Okay, gotcha. So don't forget, you can always connect with us on all of our social media links right there on our website, nonewfriendspodcast.com. While you're there, check out our sweet merchandise and join our clubhouse for as low as $2 a month. You get exclusive access to never before seen, heard, experienced interviews. You get all of our extra bonus live content that not everybody gets to see. And you're the first one that gets to see No New Friends After Dark, which we record live every single Wednesday night around 10-ish. But you can watch us record the entire episode. It's a very fun live format. It's on the YouTube every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then don't forget to check out Lewis, Sarah, Darren, and I live from Disney or Universal Studios every Wednesday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget, if you listen to us on Apple or Spotify or anywhere that you can leave a review and a rating, please leave a review and please leave a 5-star rating. We only accept 5s. If you don't like it, leave us a 5-star review and email us, nonewfriendspodcast@yahoo.com, and tell us why you wanted to give us a 1, but you respect my wishes and only give us a 5. And you understand how much it helps or hurts the algorithm. Thank you. That's it, right? That's everything?
Yeah.
Sarah, where can our listeners find you?
You can find me on the TikTok at SuperSarah94, and you can find me on the Instagram at Old Soul Thrift.
Darren?
You can find me on No New Friends After Dark every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Or you can find me on Instagram at Darren_Maffei.
Chris?
You can find me hosting a Q&A for our very good friend Dane over at Big Beautiful Diz, who premiered his documentary on May 24th. Don't know when this is going to air. Probably 14 days from now, right? Do you know when this is going to air, Scott?
It airs. I did the math.
Yeah, because I'm trying to plug this the right way.
I think it airs on the 19th.
The 19th.
The 19th.
So you can catch me
Hold on
on.
one second.
All right, I'm gonna rephrase this.
Yeah, so this one does come out on the 18th.
Okay.
No, the 19th.
The 19th.
Yeah, and then we don't have another episode before the 24th.
Okay, so I'm gonna Alex cut all that and then just start from here. You can find me on our good friend Dane's YouTube channel, Big Beautiful Diz, hosting a Q&A with two very important guys. If you're not familiar with who they are, if you're a fan of Disney, please look them up. Director of Brother Bear, executive producer of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, like really important people. The Q&A is for Dane's big documentary that you have heard on After Dark on the animation building at Hollywood Studios, which he is releasing on May 24th. So please follow Big Beautiful Diz on YouTube to see me doing the Q&A, followed by his big premiere of the documentary.
Thank you so much, Chris. And yeah, you can find us on the TikTok, the Facebook, everywhere. All of our links on our website. On behalf of... I never introduced Alex tonight.
Well, and you also didn't do what's coming up on Disses.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
Okay, Alex, take this, our producer Alex, and put it at the beginning. Our producer Alex. Nope, I don't like that one. And our producer Alex. Put that at the beginning of the episode. Okay. On behalf of our Lord and Savior Remy, Abby, Game Master Ryan, this sophisticated gentleman, our producer Alex, Nick, Darren, Sarah, Chris, I'm Scott. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Just pull it from another episode. I used 10 fingers tonight. I also had to count 10 fingers for when you said goodbye to everybody.
Huh?
Just replay it.
Now I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll be back for After Dark. Give us about 10 minutes, right?
And spoiler alert for After Dark tonight, going to be a very, very deep and serious episode that you are not going to want to miss.
Very deep, very serious.
Yeah. Why are you?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I know that there's been a lot of collusion. Chris and Darren have been working we're letting them cook tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
It's
but
gonna be. You're gonna be a little uncomfortable, Scott.
You're not going to want to miss it.
Yeah. If you want to see Scott be uncomfortable, you're not gonna want to miss tonight's episode.
Oh, great.
I'll tell you that much. All right.
And
love
Ryan,
you guys.
you can't miss this episode because I need summaries.
Love you guys.
All right, we'll be back soon.
Bye, guys.
All right, Sarah,